Right, chat. So, in about 30 minutes' time, the abnormal skins will become marketable. Yes, they are now 1 hour earlier. For the next 6 months, because the clocks have changed, they are now appearing at midnight for me. So, wherever you are in the world, compare it to the UK. At the moment, the abnormal skins are now appearing 1 hour earlier, which is so much nicer for me, so I don't have to stay up so late. And it's a whole lot more convenient for all the European people who have to stay up until like 2 or 3 in the morning. So, how many skins do we have today that are abnormal? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we need to figure out what's a decent price to put down for them. So, we'll move on over to right here and let's get a look at the current situation with all of these skins. So, from what I can see right here, right now, all of these skins aren't selling as much compared to the first week. Take, for example, look at the top 4 skins right here from the previous week. 41,000 sales, 37,000 sales, 36,000 sales, 33,000 sales. Now let's look at this week. Yeah, the comparison just simply isn't there, is there? So I anticipated this. I thought, or I expected, everybody's going to go wild for these few skins right here, right there. They've spent far too much money and they bought far too many of all of these skins in the first week. And now, when it got to the second week, hardly anyone's buying into these, which is good for these skins. That's a good thing. Right, let's get this underway. Let's talk about how likely are these going to be a good profit in the near future. Rug from Hell. So, do you remember one of the things I kept talking about with the Saturday Skin Showcase, the 48-hour analysis, the videos here and here? I was discussing the point of some skins tend to be far too gimmicky for the holiday they come out for. What do you mean? Well, we've just had Halloween, and we've had some very Halloween-themed skins, but some of them aren't too gimmicky directly for Halloween. I'll give you a very good comparison. Take a look at the Rug from Hell. Yes, it's quite demonic, it's quite satanic, it's got a pentagram, but we've had From Hell skins in the past year. Like, they don't only come out for Halloween, and people aren't exactly, against it. Some of them aren't doing super great right now. All of the skins in Rust at the moment aren't doing super great. Again, I've got a video talking about that. But let's take, for example, Pumpkin Armor. That's incredibly gimmicky for Halloween, isn't it? Are you going to want to dress up as a pumpkin during December? Are you going to want to dress up as a pumpkin during February? Are you going to want to dress up as a pumpkin during June? Probably not. So this type of problem applies to all holiday-themed skins, whether it's Valentine's, Easter, Christmas, Halloween, Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year, probably not so much. But all the other ones, yes. So this Rug from Hell isn't super gimmicky for Halloween. Yes, it kind of is, but people like it, and people really do like this rug. I've been seeing a whole bunch of pictures of people who bought this, covering their entire base in Rug from Hell, and they're like role-playing as like satanic, crazy, cultist people and whatnot. They're having fun with it. There is demand for this rug. People want to use it. People are buying it. People are enjoying themselves with it. And with the amount of sales that we have, it doesn't look like we're even going to reach 30,000 sales. I am sitting here saying the amount that have been bought looks like a genuine amount compared to demand. People who actually want to buy this skin and use it are buying it and using it. It's not like we've got 41,000 people that want to use a cultist deer skull mask. What I'm led to believe is loads of people bought an excess amount purely with the intent to sell them for more money. How long will this work for? Probably, how many of them on the market at the moment? 137. That's not terrible. There might be more in the near future. I'm just sitting there saying that. But we'll see. We'll see in regards to that. But with the rug, a lot less sales, feels a lot more concise, a lot more relatable to the actual genuine demand. And with that, it most likely won't suffer in price that badly for the next couple weeks. Right now, the CSGO Major, the Rio CSGO Major, is currently going on, and it will be going on for the next 12 days. And prices for Rust skins very likely could get potentially even lower, even worse. But we have discussed this very point. We're well aware of it, and we know when we hit towards the end of December, most of these skins will bounce back, maybe go up in 50% of value, maybe even double in price. That very likely could happen. With that Rug from Hell, I'm sitting here saying it's looking like a skin where you could offer between $1.50 to $2.20. Like, really push it. If you genuinely want to buy this but don't want to buy it from the Rust store, you would easily get those for $2.20, and you'd save 29 pennies each when you buy every single one. Will that bounce back up and do very nicely in the future? I really do think it will. Now, what also is special about it is there's only 2 glow-in-the-dark rugs. Yes, there's some Twitch ones that glow, but at the moment, only these 2 glow. Panamanian rug sold over 20,000, and it still did perfectly fine. In fact, if I were to look out for when this came out, if I just click it, it will tell me what its highest selling point was earlier this year. And I believe this went up to about $4 earlier this year. So if we could just get this loaded up. Come on, SCMM. You could do it. Come on, come on, come on. I won't stare at this for too long. If it's going to take too long, I'll just come back to it in a bit. We'll come back to it in a bit. So, yeah. When you look at all of these rug skins, what do you notice? All of them are in the positive except Easter, and that's a holiday themed skin. But you might also point out, well, what about Rustmas rug? Yes, that's a very gimmicky Christmas skin for a rug skin for Christmas, but that also came out 5 years ago. There's not that many of them in circulation. Yeah, you get the idea. So rug skins tend to be very reliable investments. I'm only reinforcing the point that this is looking to be a perfectly fine thing to invest into. Now we look at this. Here we are. This was August 26th. A lot of things kind of doing well, and some of these things not so much. But if I click this, look to the left, and it will tell me the best selling price it had. $4. Literally about 2 months ago, this was selling for $4 each. Very nice. It rose up very nicely in price, but of course during the bad times it's gone down in price. Oh look, cheese, there you are. Oh, I'm here as well. Okay, cool. So yeah, we know what to invest in. We're smart, we're cool, we've got the idea. This is looking to be a fairly reliable investment. But will it go below its Rust store price? There is a very good chance it still could go below its Rust store price. But will it bounce back up and do very nicely in the near future? Not for the next month maybe, but after that, as we go through the end of December, through January, I think it's going to just be going, whoop, doing very nicely. When everybody's back to playing Rust again during the Christmas period, I wouldn't be surprised if they buy those out and use them and enjoy using them. So think like that. Lots of positivity there. Now we'll talk about the Demonic Raven Door. And I did this earlier. I wanted to show chat. I have done a video talking about glow-in-the-dark doors. So if I type in Rust glowing doors, does it come up with me? Yes, right here, the glowing door problem. Give this a watch. What is the problem, you might sit there and say? Well, we have tons and tons of glowing doors, but everybody who makes these glow-in-the-dark door skins fails to realise when people at night want to walk outside their base or stand in front of their door and whatnot, if it all glows, it's going to give away their position. What Mr. Micro pointed out in the Saturday Skin Showcase is he had a design choice to only make that top circle portion glow in the dark. The bottom half does not glow. You can duck, you can crouch in front of that door and it doesn't give away your position at night. And that was a design choice, and it's a very smart design choice. Mr. Micro introduced that whole idea to me during that glow in the dark discussion and in that video. Again, go give it a watch. And he applied it to his door, and that is what's going to make it fairly valuable. So as you can see, I'm on the Rust database. I'm going to search for sheet metal doors. Where are we? Here we go. And I'm also going to request all the glow in the dark ones. And I can sit here and tell you, I know for a guarantee that only this one and this one, so these are the ones I only know off by heart, the Toxic Door and the Demonic Raven Door are the only doors I know that have their glow only in a specific portion above in the upper half of the door itself. All these other glow-in-the-dark... Oh, my mouse. All these other glow-in-the-dark doors, they have the whole thing glow. Alright? These are only good for you if they're inside the base. But what we have here is a type of door that only glows at a specific point and it doesn't give away your position when you walk through it, which is super helpful for your entrance and your exit doors. That's something a lot of people desire, and you don't fully realise it until it's brought attention to you. Do you get the idea? So, in terms of an investment, the Demonic Raven door has that positive to it. Is everybody aware of that? If I make people more aware of it, I'm sure we could get the point across. But yeah, does that make sense? It's got a very special, unique design to it that a lot of people who enjoy the gameplay of Rust will want to utilise to great effect. That is helpful. It looks really awesome. Great design. Not too gimmicky for Halloween. I think it will get appreciated over time with the amount of sales that it's had, almost 20,000. Sure, it might suffer in the short term, but in the long term, I could see that getting a lot of appreciation, and I wouldn't be surprised if it starts to go above its Rust price and sits comfortably above it for a long time from here and then. So, what price might we want to put for that? I'm going to sit here and say, you know what, chap? I'm going to offer between $1.20 and $2. I do expect it to go below its Rust price for a bit, but I also expect it to comfortably start rising up again. Now, let's also point out, with all of these abnormal skins, right, when we do our buy orders, we need to keep an eye on the support. And then tomorrow, Thursday, we take a look and we see how strong the support is, and then we make a decision whether or not we should go ahead and buy them. So the buy orders, we need to see the support. And I'm sitting here saying the $2 region seems to be okay. It's a bit more risky, but again, if you want to buy these and succeed, putting down around $2 will still be successful. And this door does look like it potentially will start doing very nicely. As I've heard, as I've seen, a lot of people who stream and play Rust are using this door. It's got demand. It's looking pretty good at the moment. Let's just quickly see. If I had a shot for a very time, Hedge says gimmicky. Oh, shut up. Disaster. He says he needs to get his stomach pumped. Hey, it is different. This is something I haven't really discussed before with skins when we're discussing abnormals. I'm sure a lot of people right now, Mr. Disaster, probably didn't even realise this. And also, Big Niall, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that a lot. Right, now we move on to Ghostly Flame Garage Door, and here is that very problem I was discussing. The whole thing glows. It gives away your position. There's also another problem with this. How many Garage Door skins have we had this year? I think 10. And how many of them glow? Most of them. So let's just give this a nice quick look. 1, 2, yes, that's 10. 6, 4, 10. Yes. So, these are your 10 garage doors. And how many of them glow? This one. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This one glows a little bit. The blue bits here glow. Alright, so it's not special in that it glows. We've had a lot of them fairly recently. And we've got a see-through mesh one right here. We've got a very colourful one here. We've got a very awesome looking one here. In terms of scariness, you've also got the Toxic Dragon and this one. So, yes, okay. It's cool to look at. But there's also another thing that I want to point out. Part of the Ghostly Flame collection, we had a door come out last year as well, the sheet metal door. That also sold for $3, and instantly, when Halloween was over with, it crash, it burn. Bam. Look at that. Look at that. Came out. Didn't do very well. Not Halloween anymore. Not super gimmicky for the correct time. Yeah. Now, is it super gimmicky? I'll be honest with you. It's spooky, but I wouldn't say it's too spooky. I wouldn't say it's got like tons of pumpkins all over it. We've had many spooky skins that have come out during the year that stand out and look pretty cool. But that, again, it just didn't have the demand. It did not have the demand. It did go back up in price for post-Christmas, I will point that out. But then after that, it stagnated and went down again, up a bit, down again, up a bit, down a bit. Halloween appeared, didn't even budge. It did spike up a bit when we saw the garage door appear. So that did happen. It did go up a little bit in price. But this door did not do very well, and I am now worried about the garage door. So I'm going to sit here and say, based on what I've seen, and with the knowledge, if you recall, do you remember when we had the atomic garage door? I sat there and said, I know for a fact that's going to be going below its Rust door price. It did. I bought 30 of them for around $1.80 each. Now it's gone back up to $2.40. If I could just quickly see, so there's only 69 on the market, and it's not that far off from going back up around to its Rust door price. There's only 4 here that are fairly low. So, That's an awesome looking garage door, and I did say when times are good again, that very likely will go back up in price. With this, it doesn't stand out as much as that, and I just don't think it's going to hold up its price. I don't think it's going to be doing super great, and I think it's going to match up to what the sheet metal door did last year. I am going to offer a $1 for this, up to $1.50 as well. $1 to $1.50. That is my answer. $2 a skin, to be honest. Kinda. I do like the candle gimmick it has on the side. That's very smart. I wonder if that catches on. I wonder if people appreciate that. We shall see. Now we also have the Ghost Leaf sleeping bag. Now this is the first sleeping bag after about 3 or 4 months. It's been a while. And the past 3 sleeping bags that we've had are glow in the dark. That being Ghostly, Outer Planets, Molten Visage. And then we had before that Dead Souls and Spray Can. And then we had a glow in the dark Immortal Angel sleeping bag. We've had 6 sleeping bags so far this year. And they're doing kind of alright. This is in the positive. This is in the positive. This is only down by 14%. This is only down by 15%. This is down by 26%. Sleeping bags don't necessarily go down super hard. Some of them do stand out very nicely, and the more recent ones do tend to only go down by a little bit. And when they're in the positive, they're fairly comfortable. So sleeping bags can be fairly reliable, but the problem is, Ghostly sleeping bag, are you too gimmicky for Halloween? Here we are with a bit of a problem, because it is kind of a bit too gimmicky for Halloween. Yes, it's got a pretty interesting looking glow in the dark appearance. Yep, that's cool. And some people did also point out Hedge. It's all white. It's great for the snow biome. Now let me kill off that whole notion to sit there and say, oh, it's going to be valuable because it's all white. It's going to be good for the snow biome. Let me show you something. Do you honestly think this is the first pure white skin that we've had? It's not even pure white, by the way. Look, comics. Comics is $2.62. It's only up by 32%. It came out over a year ago. What else do we have? Doodle sleeping bag. That came out almost 2 years ago. It's white as well, down 21%. We quite literally have Winter Scout. That's like the perfect thing for a snowy environment. It's only up by 9%. If you're going to sit there and say Hedge, it's going to go up in price because it's all white, it's great for the snow biome, I'm going to sit there and say you can literally just go by the Winter Scout for the same price, right here, right now. So don't try and tell me that. It's it's only up by 9%. So yeah, but how low do these sleeping bags tend to go? What's the lowest point? If I go by cheapest price, and I am very surprised to see a Christmas sleeping bag is the cheapest one. Oh, well, okay. I should also point out it is gimmicky for Christmas, so it would suffer for quite some time. But we are kind of getting pretty close to Christmas, aren't we? Cough, cough. Cough, cough. I wonder what we might want to do about that. Cough, cough. But yeah, at their cheapest, they go down to about $1.20. And my answer for this is, I think I'm going to do 90 cents and $1.20, $1.30 for my buy orders for this. So that's what I'm going to approach with that. I've learned as much as I could, put all the context in front of me, built up an answer, and now I know what I'm going to offer. That's what I'm going to offer, 90 cents to $1.20, $1.30. Will it hold? I hope so. Will this potentially go below its roster price? I really do think it will. 16,600 isn't really a lot in the grand scheme of things, but it is quite a lot for sleeping bags. That's something I did not address. I should quickly point that out to you. Most highest subscribers. Yes, highest subscribers, it's in the upper bracket. So yeah. Damn, buddy, you had 30,000? I didn't realise that. Alright. Cool. Sleeping bag out of the way. 4 more skins to go. Midnight Ghost AK-47. Very cool looking skin. Very cool looking texture. Unfortunately, it's an AK. And what's the problem with AK skins? Far too many of them. We talk about this all the time. When you have far too many skins for a particular item, you become oversaturated for said item, and they never really go up in price. Now, yes, you might sit there and say, oh, but the hunting assault rifle, that got pumped. And SCMM is also very delayed at the moment. When you look at it on the Steam market, it's back to around $1.10, so it's a bit awkward. But anyway, Midnight Ghost AK-47 sold 14,000 sales so far. Well, you know what? We had the Elite Crate. That sold for $3.49 just about, 2 weeks ago? It's already down to $1.43. down 59, down 47, down 65, down 52, down 64, down 50, down 65, down 45, down 47, down 72. This is also sold for $3.49. Now that's down to 97 cents. Yes, this is a $2.49 skin. I'm just pointing out these more expensive AKs all went down in price. In fact, look at all of the 2022 AKs this year. They're all in the negative. Do not. I'm just going to sit here and say it's very unwise to invest into AK-47 skins. Now, if it was the glow-in-the-dark one, I would have said maybe that would have been a whole lot more appealing, but they picked the non-glow one. It's not special, and unfortunately, very likely going to suffer. We shall now move on to the Ghost Pumpkin Large Box. Okay, so what can we unpack with this? So, we saw its little baby brother appear last year, and that didn't do very nicely. We used this as an example with the pumpkin storage last week, and we'll talk about it again. Well, why are there 21 there and 45 there? That's not going to grow. That's not going to increase in price. People are killing the flow. They are literally strangling it, and it's never going to rise up in price that much. Anyway, so it came out last year, it immediately went down in price, and we've discussed this many times. It sat here at around $1 for a while. It was a $2 skin, sat there for $1, and then over time it kind of went up, and then it peaked up again because we saw a buff for all the storages. But we're looking at a large box. Now, the problem is we're kind of in a bit of a weird position with large box skins because we've only seen graffiti storages pretty much all of this year. If we get a quick look, we can see, yep, we had reinforced large box, and it's just graffiti. Yeah, just graffiti box storages. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we also had scientific ones as well, but yeah, storage is not doing the best at the moment. And it's the original ones, the original in-demand resource and gun storages, they're holding up their value. They're doing positively at the moment. And I did point this out. The original boxes that come out for a storage collection tend to be the ones that hold their value the best. This, I just don't imagine it's holding its price. I think it's going to suffer from the curse of being a bit too gimmicky for Halloween. Yes, it's literally a carving. It's carved out like a pumpkin. And I think it's going to suffer because of that. I'm going to do 90 cents to $1.20 for this. I don't have a lot of faith in it. In the lead up to next year, for 2023 Halloween, yeah, that very easily could bounce back and go up in price pretty comfortably. That could happen. And yeah, I'm going to look out for that. That's my answer. So buy it cheap now, hold on to it, wait until around August time, potentially sell it for double the price then. Fingers crossed. I expect this to get pretty cheap. Now we're going to move on to Scarecrow Rock. And, right, this is looking pretty good. This hasn't sold that much. Only 13,000. We have not seen a rock skin since February. In fact, how many did that rebar rock sell? So we go by newest. So that sold just over 8,000. Then the Christmas one sold 19,000. Skull Rock apparently only has 4,000 sales. That's not fully correct. Remember, that's not necessarily a skin. It's an item. It's made by Face Punch. Doesn't have a workshop page. We can't track subscriptions, so we don't fully know if that's the complete amount of all the skulls in circulation. So yeah, we have not seen many rock skins in a long time, and quite a lot of them have gone up in price because of it. Because with a lack of options, people buy out what else is there. So, 13,000 sales is quite a lot compared to all the recent ones that have come out. But the one thing I really want to compare it with is a rock skin that also came out in Halloween about 4 years ago. Look at the design of this. Spooky looking smile, Scarecrow, all stitched up. And what do we have over here? Pumpkin Rock. And Pumpkin Rock is pretty much the exact same design, but it's orange. It's more a pumpkin, and Scarecrow, of course, is a scarecrow. So the one thing I want to point out here is back then, the amount of sales that this had was fairly high. The highest selling skin was only 11,500. Now that's also pretty expensive as well. These are old skin. These are from 4 years ago. This did very comfortably during Halloween this year. It went up to $8. Did very, very nice. In fact, I'll show you its highest selling point. Highest selling point was literally a year ago. It was selling for $10.60 last year. A good couple of weeks ago, it was selling for around $8.50. So it does rise up very comfortably. And that sold 7,300. Back then, that was a lot. That was a lot for back then. And with this Scarecrow Rock, yes, we have almost double. But compared to what we've seen, like last week, that's not a big number. And I think quite a lot of these rocks could get lost in the shuffle, but they could be in demand. So I'm not expecting another rock skin until maybe Christmas. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another rock skin be accepted for Christmas time. But I don't expect any regular random rock to be accepted in the meantime either. So I don't think rock skins are going to be randomly appearing again. I am pretty comfortable to sit there and say that Scarecrow rock is looking to be a pretty good investment. And it might be something I want to prioritise doing a buy order on first. What I'm sitting here saying is, chat, that right there is looking like a really good $1 to $1.50 buy order. And again, at night time, the glow in the dark is helpful, and people can't notice it. The glow in the dark, the eyes face you, so nobody else can see it. It's helpful for you at night time. So that's going to be helpful. And when do you ever use a rock in game? Quite a lot. When you start a new wipe, when you die, you always got that rock. You always got your glow in the dark friend. He's always there for you. So I think that's going to have good demand, but I still think it's going to go below its rust store price. Knowing how depressing things can still get, I think it's going to comfortably sit around $1.50 to $2 for a while, but as time goes on, I wouldn't be surprised if that flourishes. And I don't expect many rock skins in the near future. So that's looking to be a $1 to $1.50 situation. If you want to offer a little bit more, be more successful, be more aggressive with your buy orders, offer a bit more. Get them cheaper than $1.99. Offer $1.70 if you really want to. But I think offering around $1.50 is going to be the better option for me. And then we got the Halloween wooden door, and I just don't really have any faith in wooden doors. No. Nobody really feels the need to use them, and nobody feels the need to buy them. Down 30%, down 45%, down 60%, down 48%. Need I say more? Yes, it glows in the dark. Yes, it's spooky, but people probably don't want a spooky glow in the dark Halloween door when it's not Halloween. It hasn't sold that much. That might get pumped. But you should never really invest into something hoping it's going to get pumped up. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in that. And I won't prioritise the buy order. I'm probably going to offer between 70 cents to 90 cents for that. Even then, I don't think I'll offer that much. I just don't imagine it's going to hold up its value. I don't imagine it's going to be doing super greatly. So, chat, YouTube, we've done everything. $1.20 to $2, or $2.20. Yeah, $1.20 to $2.20, $1.20 to $2, $1 to $1.50, 90 cents to $1.30, $1 to $1.50, 90 cents to $1.20, $1 to $1.50, and 60 cents to 80 cents. Seems about right. So yeah, now we just got to sit here and wait. I need to figure out what position I want to do all of my buy orders in. I think I want to focus the rug, and I think I'm going to focus the rock second. And then I'll do the Demonic Raven Door. Oh, no, I did that first. All right, Demonic Raven Door third. Ghostly Flame. I think I want to do... I think Ghostly Flame Garage Door's perfectly fine for fourth. Sleeping Bag fifth. Large Box sixth. AK... second last, and wooden door last. That's the positioning I'm going to do my buy orders in. I'm going to flick through them, do the buy orders, job done. Easy peasy. Right, perfect. Now, if you know what I'm focusing, maybe you want to avoid that. Maybe you want to do a different order, because if you know what I'm going to do, maybe you want to do that, maybe you don't want to do the same. Maybe you want to focus something that you think everybody else isn't going to focus. Maybe you go straight for the AK. Maybe you go straight for the Ghostly Flame Garage Door. Choice is yours. But, yeah, I'm fine. I'm going straight for that. Also, with the links, always double check. Is that capitalised? Rug from Hell. Yep, correct. Scarecrow Rock, capitalised. Always double check and make sure your links are capitalised. They have to. That's the only way they're going to work. Okay, sweet. All right, now we're gonna sit here and wait for the time to hurry up. Oh, all right. Okay, so here we are, midnight. They are now earlier. The abnormals are here earlier. Hello, abnormals. 1.1 and 66. Tickety tick. No. Oh no. Right, we're back. Major skill issue right there. Major skill issue. I am never going to recover. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Right, so that happened. That happened. Hey, I can play the long game. Didn't skip anything, no. And nobody even bothered to buy and sell the Halloween door. Okay, I guess that happened. Right, I need to quickly switch over to the other account because... Right, okay, change account. Right, now I've got to think smart, and everybody's already attacked it. I've got to pick up the scraps, it seems. Depression. Right. This. Now I did a decent buy order on the recent zombie furnace. You know, the very scary looking one that came out literally a week ago. I was the highest buy order for a long time, and I had a lot of them being thrown onto me. This guy right here, I don't think he's got what it takes to keep that buy order up. I know I do. So, I am going to request... we'll go 60. We'll go 60. Bump it up a little bit. Now with the Raven door, what am I going to offer to you? I said around $1.20. So I think it's going to be around... I think I'm just going to stick with £1. Looking at what everybody else was doing, I think this is the safer approach. Do I have enough to do a little bit extra over here? Do I want to do a little bit extra? It's not going up that much. Oh, damn, that's pretty cheap. Would I rather put it on a sleeping bag? I think I will. 0.8330. Now. I have enough. Sweet. Could I do 0.8530 here as well? Or is that too much? There we go. Oh, I can't afford that. I've literally just squeezed out all that I could. So, yeah, that didn't look super appealing. I don't think that's going to hold its price. Yeah, that doesn't look super great there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So yeah, now we can quickly go take a quick look and see how all of these look like in terms of their buy orders. So we'll sort that out right now. Okay. Right. Oh, yep, Trakmer. Did I give you the right thing? I did not. There you go, Trakmer. Okay. Okay. Alright, hello. So, let's go take a look at all of these skins, and let's go take a real quick look and see how much support they've got. How much money have they got invested into them? And, oh wow, this one right here. This one right here, over 1,000 requests to buy. Someone went straight in, and they're offering to buy these at $2.32. So, I think someone literally took my word for it. Why buy them at $2.49 when you can just put down a $2.32 buy order and get these like 27 pennies cheaper per each one you buy? Fair play. That's not a bad way of doing these things. That's totally fine. Totally reasonable. That is looking pretty strong and pretty well held up right there. Now, with what you saw happen to me, I had the issue happen to me. The request issue. How? I didn't even have that much open. Honestly, I turned off all the extensions and everything, and it still badly affected me. Anyway, I don't I'm not 100% sure these people have what it takes to keep those buy orders up. I'm right here at $1.97. If my currency ever improves, I will jump back up to the $2 region. I was slow, unfortunately, because I had to log into this account on this side of things. I think I'm going to be alright in the long term. In the long term, I'll be alright. I don't imagine this guy's going to keep this up. Over the next 4 weeks, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes below its rust or price. Everything here, everything right now on the Steam market. It's not going to be a surprise. It's not going to be a surprise. Yeah, I mean, it looks like that's probably starting to get dumped now, so that's not looking too good. So anyway, Scarecrow Rock. This has over 1,000 requests to buy, and the buy order's going all the way up to $1.69. Yeah, people quite literally are listening to every word I say. Hello, chat. How you doing? Alright, so, very strongly built up. It looks like something you might want to put a buy order down for, but will this stay? Will this maintain itself? Let's see. Now, my buy order is $1.55. That's what I went for. That's what I'm happy with. That's what I think will be reasonable as time goes on. It's all a matter of, will these people actually stick with keeping them up? You know, with my accounts like over here, not this, not that, this right here. This account has spent all like $1,000 in just a few weeks because it is picking up everything. Everything, you name it, it's being chucked onto this. Whether it's a RuneScape trading card, CS:GO skins, so much cheap stuff is being thrown onto it. But I'm more than happy to pick it up because I know I will be able to sell it for a much higher price when times are better, which is only about a month and a half away. So I know how this routine works. I'm all good, and I wouldn't be surprised if these people end up running away scared, and I'll pick them up. I'm brave enough to hold it on. All good. Demonic Raven Door. Looks like it's a very similar situation. The support is there, but the bulk of it seems to be around around $1.20. But yes, it's all 10, 10, 15, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Yes. I went with the $1.20 region. I know my currency will improve as time goes on. I wouldn't be surprised if my buy order ends up at around $1.25 at some point. So, yeah, I was cautious. I saw all the other buy orders when I did my second buy order, and I thought, you know what? Maybe I should go a bit lower. I did say I was going to go a bit higher, but seeing how everybody else was situated with early 10s and 15s, it didn't look super strong. And yes, there's only 500 requests to buy, almost 600, so yeah, bit of a difference compared to the previous two that we just looked at. Alright, this has 900 requests to buy. I think lots of people are mistaking the value of this to a bit, but then again, look at the buy orders. They're only going up to about that much, so very strong buy orders sitting here at around $1, $1.15, $1.16. I'm not sure if they're legit. They might be bots. They might just be there to try and inflate the value in a way. But yeah, there's a fat 70 here at $1.47. Is that me? Is that me? No, I didn't do a second buy order on it, did I? No. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I bought tons of those ghostly flame sheet metal doors at around 80 to 90 cents in the past year. So, will the same thing happen here? We shall find out. We shall see. It's very likely going to be going below its rustle price. A $3 skin and the highest buy order is only going up to... No, it's $2.49. Yeah, no, it's $2... Okay, wow. The lowest price skin already is $2.54. Yes, that does not look good. So, the buy order is only going up to about $1.50 at best. And it's a $3 skin. That's not looking good at all. That is looking pretty bad. Now we've got the Ghostly Flame sleeping bag. Doesn't have a lot of support, it seems, in terms of amount requested. Only going up to about $1.20. Looking pretty open. Yeah, not super... not a lot of people involved in this. That means you could probably jump in now. Whatever time you're watching this, you could probably jump in and do a decent buy order. It definitely looks super open. Yeah, I think I will be buying a lot of these eventually. But I know in good time that could easily jump back up in price again. So, nice looking sleeping bag. Let's see how it all plays out. Ghost Pumpkin large box. Even less support. Right. Damn. Not a lot of people were racing after you, were they, Mr. Ghostly Ghost Pumpkin Large Box? So I don't think I even requested a second buy order in this, and I've got like 80 cents in it. Yeah, if I actually could put down a second buy order, I probably would have. I probably would have put another buy order down in this if I could, but doesn't look like I can. With that position, with the requests that are there, it doesn't look like it's going to be staying above $1 for long. This looks like it's going to be suffering. So maybe my fairly low buy order, which I can only put down, might be working out to my benefit. Not a lot of support for you. And now we've got the Midnight Ghost. Even less support. And this is going to happen a whole lot more. Less and less people want to buy AK-47s now because they just don't hold their value. Why would you spend $2.49 on an AK when it's most likely going to crash and burn down to $1 after about a week or two? And this is the fate for most AK-47s at the moment. This is just how it all plays out. So yeah, hardly any requests to buy. And then the Halloween window, I'm not surprised by that. Hey, I kind of figured out what was going to be most in demand with my order. Or is the chat following me? I got most of it right. I got a good scale of what was going to be the order of most in demand. Yeah. I think a lot of people are going to be fairly mistaken with this one. So, yes, it has a lot of requests to buy. Will they stay up? Well, the bulk of it is these two, and I'm not sure if these are real buy orders. So, we'll wait and see. Now, the main things to talk about, the Rug from Hell, that's looking very, very strong. That right now is looking like something I'd even consider buying. It's all a matter of, will this guy actually hold on to his buy order? I think he will. And it looks like this is a perfectly fine thing to buy tomorrow. But save it till tomorrow. Make sure if that guy is still there. If he disappears, then you question things. But this is looking to be in a comfortable position, and the Rock looks like to be in a decently comfortable position. 111 requests there at $1.60. Will he hold his buy order? That's what matters most. And yeah, looking pretty good. And if we go over to SCMM, quick refresh, and it will start updating the prices, hopefully. Again, it's also suffering because the Steam market... Yep, there you go. Someone's trying to sell one for $26. So, yeah. We need to take a look at these tomorrow, during the day, wherever you are in the world. Look at all of these prices. Look at their buy order support. Then you need to make a decision and sit there and say, should I put a buy order down on these? Yeah. Better to buy them tomorrow. And with your buy order, you have 48 hours to make a decision whether or not to keep the buy order, keep the purchase you made, or refund it. If it looks like the skins that you bought are going to crash and burn, refund it. But you can't always do that, so it's just a last-minute safety measure. Usually things play out all right if the support is there. So that was that. That was buy orders. That is the last of Halloween. Let's see how all of these play out. And just as an extra thing, let's see how all of the prices are for the Halloween items. And yep, some of them haven't fully updated. Yeah, like this. And yeah, okay, that was pointless. Halloween is over with. All of these most likely will be crashing and burning. Will all of them? We shall see, we shall see. Thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you enjoy whatever might be coming out tomorrow. Will it be a whole bunch of SAR skins, SAP skins? We shall see, we shall see. New pistol and the burst module coming out. Will we see a whole bunch of SAR skins being bought out because the SAR suddenly becomes super in demand? Right now, all of these SAR skins, the newest ones, get a good look at those prices. Remember them, and we'll come back to them in the near future because they might be bought out soon. We shall see. So, thank you for watching.